Welcome to the F3 podcast, where we discuss all things pertaining to faith, family, and finances. We are your hosts today. I am Dr. Lionel M. Blair Sr., and I'm sitting next to my gorgeous, lovely, perfect,
Oh,
perfect
Lord
wife,
Jesus.
Jesus Jr. herself. Bless the Lord. Amen.
Somebody gonna
My
think you
wife,
serious one day.
my wife, Dr. Jasmine Blair. We got a good one for you today. We're going to talk about your role in your child's future wealth.
Yes, this is going to be a great episode. Thank you for the introduction. Thank you, everybody, for joining us on the podcast today. If this is your first time with us, be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time we premiere a new episode. For our audio listeners as well, be sure to subscribe so all our new episodes can be pushed right to your mobile device. Check out the links in the description as well as the show notes so you can find out how to support the podcast. Send us a voice message if you have a question you want us to answer here live on the show, or if you have a topic suggestion, something that you want us to come on here and dialogue about, and you'll see the information for some of our other books and products and services as well. This is a great topic. It's a really great topic because now we're hearing more and more people interested in the financial well-being of their children. We have people who are now finally saying, oh, I want to start a business. I want to do this and this, generational wealth. But it's not just start a business and then boom, generational wealth, right? It's just like, okay, that's all you hear, but nobody really goes into the steps. But it's important to realize, first and foremost, you as a parent have a responsibility for the future well-being of your child. Gone are the days of, well, my child is grown, they got to figure it out. No, the question, that's, first of all, let me touch on that, because that's why a lot of people are struggling. That's why a lot of people end up having to repair their credit, because somebody decided, oh, you're 18, you're grown, and they put you out with no knowledge.
I'm sick of that. I'm so
Some
sick
people
of
done
that.
ruined the children's credit before they got grown, but that's another episode.
I've heard, believe me, we've heard stories. But this, you grown, put them out the house immediately, is either college,
military, or the
military,
workforce.
Or the workforce,
It's crazy.
You don't prepare your child for life, because a lot of y'all not prepared for life, your doggone self.
That part.
So you can only give, you can't give what you don't have, but you can seek to obtain that kind of knowledge. There are books out there. My God, I mean, there's YouTube yourself. If you can't afford some classes or whatever, YouTube. I mean, there's plenty of professionals out there.
There's other podcasts out here.
Yeah.
There are options, Facebook pages. I mean, there's a lot.
I mean, there's no reason why we are financially illiterate today. All right. And you do your child a disservice. Hear me today, because see, we've met a lot of young people, counseled a lot of young people who was totally unprepared for life. That's why they made bad decisions with their money. They made bad decisions with their relationships, got into bad marriages, all the other stuff, because your mama or your daddy want a good example.
That part.
And see, I'm kind of passionate about this because we've counseled too many people, young people, whose lives were ruined by bad examples. And then people want to look at us. Oh, my child ain't talking to me no more since they got, or not talking to me as much. Since they got over there by y'all. Well,
first of all, they're busy fixing their life.
Yeah, they're busy fixing their life. I ain't telling them not to talk to you, but you're the cause. You're a major part of the cause.
Major contributing factor.
Yeah, major contributing factor. So why would they want to talk to you? You understand what I'm saying? And it's not a hatred thing or I just blame you. No, I'm busy fixing my life.
That part.
So you as a parent have a responsibility. And I'm sorry, if you use your child's credit, you are a trash parent. You are a trash parent, and you don't deserve to be a parent. You are trash. I recall a story one time. A young lady was like 19 years old, and her mama was using her credit. Her mama made her mama convinced her to get a credit card, make her an authorized user, and maxed out the credit card. It was like $5,000 credit card, maxed it out, and wouldn't pay it, and would not pay. I said, you need to confront your mom about this. You know, the girl was just under heavy, seemed to me some kind of sorcery or witchcraft or something. She didn't even want to confront her mama about her life, her
That's
bills.
sad. The child didn't even have a chance to
My
be an adult
God.
to mess up her own credit because the parent has already taken the initiative to do that.
My God, but then we the bad guys. Really?
Mm.
You know, there's another young man I met some years ago. This man did not know his mama ruined his credit until he got grown and got ready to start, you know, applying for stuff and getting stuff in his name. And then kind of find out his mama used his name. I mean, for put a lot of stuff in his name.
Mm.
What is this?
Mm.
What is this? These children don't get a chance to. These children don't get a head start in life. They don't get a chance to get a head start in life because you done already ruined it before it started.
Terrible.
And this
and then you want to throw them out.
And then you want to throw them out. Make them go to the military or something. But this brother spent years cleaning his credit up and paying off the debts that his mama put in his name.
Mm.
What is this? What is this? You know, instead of taking a priority and control over your child's future wealth for the good, you decide that you're gonna be a selfish prick, okay, and use their name to get what you want, and then you do it, and then you don't even. Well, I'm gonna pay it back. I'm gonna pay it back. It's always I'm gonna pay it back,
mm-hmm.
And they never do it because first of all, you done trashed your name. Okay, you done trashed your name. You can't because you a bad steward.
Mm.
All right, so you should make your child suffer because you're a bad steward. No. Get your credit together. Okay, this credit repair out here. You need credit repair, baby. We can point you in the right direction. Okay, we can help you. All right, you need credit repair, but y'all need to repair your credit, start paying off your debts, all that kind of stuff. Because see, your child should not have to suffer.
That part.
You are responsible for making sure your child is financially literate. And most children now, all they do is they go to school. And I'm gonna tell you something: this school system is
not recommended.
Robert Kiyosaki said this. I think it was him. The school system, no, it wasn't him, it was somebody else. But the school system is designed to create workers. Nothing wrong with working, but that's what it's designed to do. Create workers.
Mm-hmm.
There's no major financial literacy courses in school.
They don't even offer them hardly as electives anymore.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And if they do offer any kind of financial thing, it's shallow. It's shallow. You know, in school, we should be learning about credit. We should be learning about the stock market. We should be learning about gold, and silver, and precious metals. We should be learning how money works and how money circulates. But most people, they come out of high school barely just knowing how to pay bills.
That part, if that.
They barely know how to pay bills. And then you send them into the army, or you send them to college, which is more debt. And ain't nothing wrong with college, but I'm just saying, a student loans is a whole industry by itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I knew people almost 50 still paying off student loans.
Because they didn't have the full knowledge of what they were getting into at the time.
Yeah. And then most of the people, they don't even go in the same career field as what they went to school for. What's the point of going if you're not going to get a career in that?
Mm.
At least get a career in that. You understand? So, for some professions, you have to go to school. You have to. Nothing wrong with that. But you need to make enough money to pay your student loans. You know. But listen, if your child grow up broke, it's your fault.
Mm-hmm. Because you didn't prepare them. So here's what you should do. All right. This is where you got to have the honest conversation. And see, this is hard for a lot of people to approach because then they've got to deal with their own trauma that they have unpacked. Sit down. You know, this is what I call a long cup of coffee conversation with yourself. Sit down, get you a pen and a notepad, get you a cup of coffee, hot chocolate, tea, iced latte, whatever it is that you enjoy. And make a list of your financial mistakes and all the things that you wish you knew that somebody did not tell you before you got out there on your own. Make a list. Some of you say, well, I don't know all that. I don't know what to start. Make a list of your screw ups, not to condemn yourself, because once you write this stuff down on paper and you realize what you did not know, your first line of defense is to teach your child the right way so they don't have to make the mistakes you made. If you can do nothing else, at least educate them so that they have a chance to have a better start than you did. Some of you can't do it financially just yet. That's fine. But if you educate them and give them the right knowledge, things will be different.
Right.
That's the first thing you do. Teach them and educate them in the areas where you made mistakes. Whatever that may be. For some of you, you might have gotten a bunch of debt. For some of you, you might have misunderstood the terms of a credit card, the terms of a loan. Teach them the better way to go about whatever your mistakes were. But see, for some people, well, that's my child. You don't have to tell them all your business. But part of being a parent, say, hey, you know what? You know, when I was such and such age, I messed this all up. And I'm teaching you because I want you to be a better person. When you get to this age, you have a better knowledge, better understanding, and you can make smarter decisions. That's the first thing that you can do. You got to recognize where you missed it because you didn't know any better. Listen, there's no shame when you don't know any better.
Yeah.
The only shame is when you recognize you don't know any better and you choose to willfully stay ignorant and leave your child ignorant because you don't want to liberate your child through just telling a little bit of your business.
Yeah, because I can remember, that reminds me of when I was in school.
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm a high school dropout. Some people's minds, some kids' minds are wired differently, and the school system is designed to rush you along.
Yep.
Right. It was a lot of stuff I could not retain, but the stuff about life I could retain.
Mm-hmm.
Home economics. That was good for me.
Using their cookie.
Home economics. I even went to the school up the road for culinary arts, like stuff about life,
right?
I could get, but all that other stuff, all that other crap I had to learn that was not applicable to my life, okay, I couldn't retain it. I could not retain it. I sucked at math, but I know how to count money. Okay. I know how to count money. I can tell when a bill is due and I know how to pay it. Okay. I count money. All right. So, or even things like pertaining to science and stuff like that. I remember, one year I got a B in science and an F in everything else. Because science was the only thing that interests me. All that other stuff I was not interested in. Okay. I was not interested in doing none of that other work. People's brains are wired differently, and the school system is not going to see to it that your child is really successful in the areas in which that's really pertaining to life. So it's your responsibility as a parent. Okay, you made some mistakes as a parent, but listen, you have a child now.
Yeah,
you need to at least educate yourself for your child.
There are so many books. Y'all be on Amazon shopping all the time.
Yeah.
Get a basic book for teaching financial literacy to your child, appropriate to their age, whether they're 5 or 15. There's some type of material out there. We've got games now out here to teach them about business, to teach them about investing. There are so many things you can find. If you don't know nothing, go, like you said, go on YouTube. They got videos that are based on their age. So you don't even have to teach it, even though you should want to learn it. Okay, look here, sit down and watch this. Let's watch this together. If you are that uncertain, watch the children's video with them and learn. There's no excuse to stay ignorant because you simply don't know.
You know, the teenagers in our ministry, I make sure that they're, their parents do too, but I make sure I contribute.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I buy them books. Okay, I send them videos, pertaining to money, not just spiritual stuff. I mostly send them money stuff. You want to know why? Because see, when I'm with you, we can deal with the spiritual stuff. But see, that money stuff you're gonna deal with on your own.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I'm constantly buying books for teenagers. Constantly buying books for the teenagers in our ministry. Why? Because I don't want you to grow up and be dumb and broke.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I don't want, no. Ain't no teenager under my watch going to grow up, be dumb and broke. I don't care if I have to buy a whole bulk. I don't care if I got to buy certain books in bulk. You ain't going to be dumb and broke under my watch.
That's right.
Okay? And if you're not a reader, okay, I encourage them to become readers. And a lot of times you got to recondition your mind because you can remember a song.
That part.
Okay, you remember all the lyrics to a song,
all
but you can't read
words,
a book.
Can't read a book.
You understand? So I'm trying to tell y'all, like this this is important. You have to invest in the future. The Bible says, "Train up a child the way he should go. When he's old, he shall not depart from it." That ain't just talking about discipline.
That's right.
That ain't just talking about telling them to do the right thing. Okay, this is applicable to their money too.
Yes.
Okay, this is applicable to their money too. So we are responsible for our kids' mind and well-being. I know our son LJ. I mean, he's not like see. This is what some of y'all mess up. You envision something for your child that's really not in them or what they have the propensity to do.
Come on.
My son is not a football player.
No.
LJ, somebody would probably try to suggest to me, why don't you put him in football? Why don't you put him in this and put him in that? No, my son is a nerd. Nerd. And I want to take that stigma off being nerds because nerds are smart and they make money.
That's right.
Okay. Nerds make the world go round for real. Okay. My son is a nerd. He likes to learn. He likes to read. Now my daughter's a different story. Okay, because she looks like she could be the athlete. Okay. But she ain't gonna grow up dumb either. Okay, she gonna be a smart one and she gonna be an athlete. All right. But yeah, LJ's a nerd. So guess what? I'm going to nurture his inner nerd. Oh yeah. He's going to learn things, and now there's some other things that we're seeing that he may be good at that we are helping him to develop it now. I ain't gonna tell all y'all that all that what it is, but I'm just saying, LJ's smart.
Yeah.
LJ's smart. He learns differently, and he's smart. So I'm going to nurture his inner nerd, and my son is going to be wealthy.
That's right.
My son is going to be wealthy. First of all, because his parents wealthy, but outside of that, he's going to make his own way.
That's right.
You understand? He'll be able to make his own way. God forbid, which ain't going to happen. But I'm just saying, if anything was to happen to us in his early adult years, LJ be straight.
And speaking of which, another thing that y'all can do as far as your role in your child's future wealth is ensure you're not leaving a bunch of debt for them to have to pay off when you pass away.
That part.
because some people get to a certain place and then you pass away because you were financially irresponsible your entire life. You didn't leave any type of insurance to cover your expenses. Now they're left to deal with all of your left behind unfinished financial business.
Come on.
So you may not know everything, but you can teach them and educate them to learn from your mistakes, give them a chance to learn the things that you did not know, and keep your own affairs in. So God forbid if you do transition unexpectedly, you're not leaving a financial burden for them. They can't buy a house because now they got to spend this money paying off the rest of your expenses that you left behind, or they're paying off the loan that they got to bury you because you didn't leave any type of insurance. That's crazy. But you know what? There's a lot of people that are like that.
Yeah.
Or you don't take care of yourself. You don't have a long-term care plan for when you're unable to take care of yourself. So now they're footing the bill for your nursing home, for your assisted living. Your child should not, and I know this is a hot topic because a lot of people, either they move the parents in with them or your child should not be responsible for your long-term care financially.
Come on.
Yes, you honor your mother and father. They can check on you, see you, take you to the store, take you to your doctor's appointments if they have a schedule that allows. But your child should not be financially responsible for your livelihood after you retire. That is poor financial management and poor stewardship, and it is robbery for you to expect your child to foot the bill for the next 20 or 30 years while you live in assisted living or go live your best life because you're no longer working and you're retired. No. If you know now that you're going to retire, you should be setting aside a plan and setting aside funds and mapping out a way to where when you get to that age, make some investments or whatever it is you choose to do. When you get to that age, you have enough money to live off of and to take care of your expenses without burdening your child. How are we ever going to get ahead and start building generational wealth if we always want the current generation to pay for what we didn't do?
Come on.
That doesn't make any sense.
Come on.
Your child should not have to pay for your nursing home expenses. They should not have to pay your nurse that's coming to your house. They should not have to pay for all the, yes, they want to be a blessing and help you. That's fine. But it shouldn't be a requirement. You should have already thought far ahead. But you know what a lot of us do? Well, I raised them all these years. I was their mama. I was their daddy. This the least I can do. No, you don't get a payback for being a parent.
Right.
It's not I take care of you, you take care of mine. That crab mentality. This is why they can't get ahead. Then while they're trying to raise their own kids, they've got to take away from investing in them because you want them to help you with what you didn't do. No, you are responsible. Set the funds aside. Now, if they go off and they're wealthy and that's what they want to do, that's fine. But you shouldn't require it and you shouldn't expect it. That's a false sense of entitlement. You need to plan to take care of yourself in your latter years. It's another way that you can help your child.
See, moments like that make me thank God for my mama.
Yes.
Because she ain't needy like that. Bless the Lord. Now, I had a difficult childhood, so I did not get the start that a lot of people get. I had a rough start. All right, a rough, RUFF, rough. I had a rough start. Okay, I didn't get the financial literacy. I didn't get the head start.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, I was homeless at 19.
Wow.
I was sleeping on the side of railroad tracks. Okay, a lot of stuff. What I have now, I had to work hard. I had to scratch and claw and believe God. Okay, and make faith moves and make mistakes and recover and then all this other stuff. Everything that we got now, we had to really scratch and claw because I didn't get the start. I didn't get a decent start in life at all. All right, I suffered in life. This is why I'm the way that I am about my business, because I rather die and go to heaven than to go backwards.
Come on now.
I'd rather die than to go backwards. You understand? I know what it's like for a child to struggle because they didn't have a proper start. Now, yeah, I had issues, but nobody knew how to help me. Okay. I knew what it's like to be a disturbed child. I know what it's like to be essentially tossed out there in the world
Mm.
with no kind of guidance, nothing. Okay. I know what it's like. So you should not put, I'm telling you, you don't want to put your child through that.
Mm-mm.
I don't care if they're 16, 17. Listen, you still got time.
Yes.
You still got time to instill the right things in them and to help develop them, you know, for at least to plant the right seeds for where they're going.
Absolutely. Which brings me to my last point. The next thing that you can do as far as your role in your child's future wealth, don't throw them out when they turn 18. Hear me out. Now, if they're mature, they're ready to go, they have a plan, that's fine. But if they're not ready, listen, do not throw them out when they're 18. I encourage you to make a 5 to 7 year plan for them. I would rather my child go out in the world at 23 to 25 with the knowledge of how to pay bills, how to manage money, how to invest, how to manage what they have, some type of business, some type of rental property, then to throw them out there, have them figure it out, possibly end up homeless or end up in so much debt that by the time they want to settle down and have a family, they can't purchase a home because now they're spending their 30s cleaning up all the financial mistakes they made in their 20s. Where if they would have just been allowed a few more years to start at 23, 24, 25, they wouldn't even have those mistakes to clean up. They could be saving their money, setting their income aside, and then they can move out 23, 24, 25,
Yeah.
26, getting a small little 2 bedroom condo or a little 3 bedroom house or a townhouse, something that's affordable for them, something that they can live in and eventually turn into a rental property, or maybe move in while they're single, get 1 or 2 roommates to help cover the cost while they're building their money for their future. That is one of the best things that you can do to break the cycle, is give them a chance to move out, to make a plan, so when they move out, they're financially stable, they can secure a home, they can secure a vehicle, or they've already paid some of that stuff off. And now they can start off with enough cash flow to then seek out some of their other options that they have available for them. Some people, well, I done my job as a parent. I done raised them. I'm done. No, you're always a parent. Because if that's the case, if you're done when you throw your child out at 18, that means they don't need to give you a Mother's Day card. They don't need to give you a Father's Day card. They don't need to give you nothing for your birthday. Everybody, well, honor your mother and father. Well, you can't quit when they turn 18. Now, let's keep this balance. That don't mean bend over backwards in an unhealthy way to where they're causing you all types of financial ruin and woes. Because some of y'all do too much. But some of y'all retire from being a parent like you retire from a job. You're not. You are a parent forever.
Yeah.
And ever. You don't just get to quit because they turn 18. Now your role shifts as a parent. There's a different level of responsibility, the dynamics of the relationship, because now you are a parent to an adult that is exploring life, not a garden child.
That's right.
But while your role shifts and how it's carried out, your identity is still the same as a parent. I promise you, if you commit another 3 to 5 to 7 years to helping your child develop and having a stable plan, what happened? I remember back in the day, people used to stay home till they got married. Mm. Then they were, the man was able to go build a house and do all. They don't let nobody have a chance to hardly do that no more. Nope. Make a plan. Giving your child an extra 3 to 7 years can be one of the best things you can do if you don't already have a bulk of wealth to pass over to them, because it gives them a chance to build it in a stable environment. And while they're contributing to the environment, you can help them, and it can be a guided process along the way so that when they do leave out, they have more options available. Any closing remarks you have for the people?
If you are someone who did not get a proper start in life, when you build your family, don't make the same mistake. Build yourself so that you can help secure your legacy. Mm-hmm. All right. It's not always about how you start. It's about how you progress and how you end.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of us we were not dealt the right hands in life.
That's right.
However, you can reshuffle the deck, okay, and you can get a right hand. All right. So don't play the blame game. We all know mama didn't do right, daddy didn't do right, whoever raised you didn't do right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now I'm not saying ignore that.
Right.
I'm saying ignore it.
That's a different episode.
But don't live there. Don't
Right.
live there in that place. Move forward.
Yes.
If you have kids or if you want to have kids, educate yourself for yourself and them.
Yes, that's right.
And for you parents that didn't raise your children right or give them the right start, you need to repent
Mm-hmm.
and apologize.
Repent and apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, this has been a great episode. Listen, stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share.
Yep.
Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified. Definitely check out how you can support the podcast. Send us a show topic or question if you have one, and check out some of our other books and products and services. Until next time on the F3 podcast. Goodbye.